boys are funny.
I got it.
That's relate. I always hit with the broom one.
Oh, it's getting quite a tree. Top gear, they had a thing when you're in line. You took out.
During.
Brendan does look bad. You look hot. You look bad.
What's the time?
You've been given the job of camera lady.
Alexander Mark, do you take Belinda Jane Bailey for your lawful wedded wife to live in the holy estate of matrimony? Will you love, honour, comfort and cherish her from this day forward, forsaking all others, keeping only unto her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And Belinda Jane Bailey, do you take Brendan Alexander Mark for your lawful wedded husband to live in the holy estate of matrimony? Will you love, honour, comfort and cherish him from this day forward, forsaking all others and keeping yourself only unto him for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
I'd like to invite Chris Samuel to read a scripture.
Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude, it is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves.
Thank you. And I'm going to read a poem that Ingrid Olsen wrote for you both. The cool sea breeze coming to you from afar, enveloping your face and delighting your senses, awakening your desires unknown and dreams undiscovered with its fresh melody, playfully tussling your hair, it dances in between your laughter. And God says, remember to laugh, you both love it and I'm in it. You're drawn to the ocean, captivated by its majesty. You see the white hot sand as your toes and feet settle into it and you walk towards the shore. The heat causes you to participate in a funny dance. Bird-like, a half run, half limping, knees up, hopping in shrieks of ooh and ah and scurrying towards the darker, cooler sand. God says when the heat is on, relief is not far away and the dance you do will be enjoyable to you and to me. The waves crashing and gushing into the shore, rhythmic, constant. Then that sneaky breakaway runs ahead of the others, leaps out, comes up the sand and springs over your feet, splashing you both with delightful surprise. And God says, among the daily routine, look for delightful surprises, thou from me. And then finally, the beckoning is too much to resist. It has evoked the strong desire to cool off in the ocean. And as you run and leap into the waves, the refreshing sets in. The salt water so crisp, clean and cool embraces your bodies and soothes away the weathered realities that had begun to set in. And God says, when you need refreshing, it's yours. Let me embrace you, soothe you and wash you with my love. All the while, the warm sun shines on you both, falling on your skin, kissing your hair, adoring you, bathing you in light, seeing all and being everywhere with you at all times. And God says, my son is your portion forever. And Brendan, I'd like to say your vows.
Linda, I promise to give you best of myself and to ask of you no more. I promise to respect you as your own person and to realise that your interests and desires and needs are no less important than my own. I promise to share with you my time and my attention and to bring joy, strength and imagination to our relationship. I promise to keep myself open to you, to let you see through the window of my world, into my innermost fears and feelings, secrets and dreams. I promise to love and cherish you as long as we both shall live.
Brendan, I promise to give you the best of myself and to ask of you no more than you can give. I promise to respect you as your own person and to realize that your interests, desires and needs are no less important than my own. I promise to share with you my time and my attention and to bring you joy, strength and imagination to our relationship. I promise to keep myself open to you, to let you see through the window of my world, into my innermost fears and feelings, secrets and dreams. I promise to love and cherish you as long as we both shall live.
Thank you. Andrew, can I have the bride's ring, please? May this ring be blessed so that he who gives it and she who wears it may abide in peace and continue in love until life's end. Say, with this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Wear it as a symbol
Wear it as a symbol
of my love and commitment.
of my love and commitment.
And may I have the groom's ring? You. May this ring be blessed so that she who gives it and he who wears it may abide in peace and continue in love until life's end. With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Wear it as a symbol
Wear it as a symbol
of my love and commitment.
of my love and commitment.
And just very quickly, I asked the Lord if he was here today, what would he say to both of you? And I felt that he said to you, Brendan, happy and determined to be all that you can be. Diligent, focused and honest. As husband and father, you're set and ready to run the race of your life. The hindrances of yesterday are no longer, and the promises of tomorrow are yours for the asking and the receiving. Live passionately and love passionately. Your journey of discovery is just beginning. And Belinda, kind and wise, chooses to be real and stay who she is. In this life, you live well, you love well, and you nurture well. Stay true to who you are, Belinda. Jesus loves to strengthen you to overcome and to create the positive atmospheres wherever you are. And wherever you are, and for your husband and for your children. This atmosphere that you create, Jesus loves. And he says to find rest in him, because the answers you're going to need are found in him. No, you're not getting a kiss yet. Just wait. Just breathe in, breathe out. You can't touch anything other than her hands just yet. Okay, so may you both be prepared to continue to give, to be able to forgive and experience more and more joy with each passing day, with each passing year. Brendan and Belinda are now beginning their married life together, and they will need loving assistance from family, the constant support of friends, and may they have a long life with good health and everlasting love. As they've consented to live forever together in marriage and pledge their vows to each other, and by the giving and receiving of a ring, I now pronounce you are man and wife. And you can kiss the bride.
That's a big kiss.
Broken her already.
Take it back.
And we're just now going to sign the register.
I can't see Belinda. Okay. Yeah. Have you? Doesn't she look... I'm glad that she decided to have a father in it too. It's so funny. You should stand to the side of it. I can't see Belinda at all.
It's over there.
Well, why don't you stand up and go over there?
Mikey, smile. Mikey. Michael.
Get out the way.
Michael Mark.
Are they real
Where's
roses?
my iPod?
Yeah, are they real roses? I don't know.
Michael.
Anyway, don't be silly. It's Mummy and Daddy's special day today, and you're wrecking it. You're getting married. You knew this was going to happen.
Ladies and
Not
gentlemen,
feeling
it gives
alive.
me great pleasure to introduce
Did
to you
Grandma get the
Mr.
turn
and
off?
Mrs. Brendan and Belinda Mark.
Don't be silly. You'll have Mummy in a minute, okay? It's a special day. Come on, be a good girl. Did Nanny mark the Panadol? Stop a tissue, please, Shem. Oh, Belinda.
Hey, what are you doing?
Don't trip me.
You see Mummy?
Want to pull it? Ready? Woo! Oh, look, there's another one. Mikey, pull it. Hold it up. Pull it. Woo! Mikey.
Yeah, Mike,
Go to James.
come in. Come at me.
Yes, you'll get a cuddle in a minute.
Hold it. Go.
No, you're not going to get one carrying on like that now. Come on. You'll be a cuddle in a minute. Oh, look at that. Don't be silly.
You'll get the titles from Mummy in a minute.
And
Mummy and Daddy's special day today.
Do you want to take a photo with
You want to take a photo? You want to take a photo of Mummy and Daddy? Yeah, runs in the family, doesn't it? You want to cover that? Yep. Huh? Come on, we'll go off, we'll walk up with Mummy. Oh, yes, well, we're going to take you up there. Yeah. Yes, you can. Come with me, huh? Boo. Yeah, might as well put it off now.
You know what to expect. Yeah, and you're not just like, okay, what's going on here? Rather than it's like, oh, this is exactly what I'm
Simone! Nana! Mom!
It's not working.
Let's try this one again. Andrew and Renee. And finally, would you welcome Mr. and Mrs. Brendan and Belinda Mark. Okay, first up, very soon we'll be serving the entrees, and then we'll be going.
Turn your heads, everyone knows everyone.
Save some film for the first dance. You can't
One in the fridge and everything. Did you bring
Oh, baby.
I couldn't be famous.
Sorry. Not many flashes going on. Sorry. Oh, it's you. Look how you spilled your bloody wine on
Smooch.
How bad is it? He used to go for like all
The last call.
So do we eat this steak instead?
Yeah. I can see your makeup here shining in the light.
here. I know some have travelled far, and it means so much to us. Thank you to everyone who has helped plan our special day. We would like to thank Kathy for marrying us. Thanks, Kathy. Darren, thank you for being an excellent MC.
Clap.
Jake and Josh for taking some photos. Jake, where's Jake? Did an awesome job.
Yay, Jakey!
Susanna, thank you for your beautiful music. Shameen, thank you for all your music that you've made tonight.
No worries. Only took me a week.
Bronwyn, thank you for your beautiful cake.
Thanks, Bronwyn. We appreciate that.
Thank you to my beautiful bridesmaids, who look absolutely stunning. Thank you not just for helping with today, getting me through it, but for being such great friends. And thank you to the groomsmen, who look almost as handsome as Brendan. Thank you for being such great mates to my husband.
Grab that glass, you're going to pass out.
Right. I want to thank my mum for all her love, support and guidance throughout my life, and for always being there. I know I wasn't the easiest child. In my life, she has made me very happy, and I must take this opportunity to thank her. Mum, you have given me warmth, you have given me courage, but most of all, you have given me love. To Judith. I'm just at the end. To Judith, who I can now call Mum. She has been a pillar of strength over these last years and the rock of the foundation on which this whole day has been built. Thank you for raising Brendan so well. You couldn't have done a better job. And thank you for making me feel so welcome in the into the Mark family. I would just like to take some time to remember those who can't be with us today. Some who couldn't get the time off, or for whom the distance was too far. Others who will be looking down on us, who I know would have loved to be here. So if I could force you to charge your glasses one last time, I'd like to propose a toast to absent friends and family.
Right now I'd like to introduce the best man, Mr. Andrew Wood.
Ladies, gentlemen, friends, and the ceremony is very special and everyone looks very lovely. Unfortunately, every silver lining has a cloud, and tonight that comes in the form of me. For those who don't know me, my name is Andrew, and today I have the very special privilege of being the best man. Now I asked around for an idea of how long my speech should last, and the general response was about as long as it takes the groom to make love. So with that in mind, good night. One of the main tasks of being the best man is to make sure the groom gets here on time, gets here sober, and gets here looking good. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Traditionally, part of the best man's speech is spent in a few minutes of character assassination of the groom. But to be completely honest, by disclosing everything Brendan has done, I would only be incriminating myself. And I don't want to tarnish my impeccable reputation of having fun. I suppose I should start and explain how I came to know the groom. The memory is a little hazy, but as far as I can work out, I've known Brennan for roughly around 22 years. We first met when we were both in school and have been best mates ever since. We shared a house in Noosa for a couple of years while Mike and Judith went to Brisbane, and one of those included Brennan's 21st birthday, where Brennan just wanted two things: a spit roast and a bottle of Sambuca. It did not end well. But since school, the competition between us has always been very fierce. Whether it's been cars, sailing, jet skis, dirt bikes, girls, etc., etc. And it's nice of him to finally admit the truth, that I am the best man. It's the only time I could get that in right. Words cannot describe how happy I am that they're finally got married. Brennan, we have had some excellent times together, and I know that we will continue to do so in the future. You have been a great friend to me over the years, and I know how happy you are. It truly is a great honour to be your best man. And holding that honour, I thought it only appropriate to mention the late Michael Mark. And on behalf of the Mark family, we'd like to say a few words. Bear with me on this one. Brennan, Judith and Simone, it is a happy and sad day for us today. First, a happy and exciting day that starts with Brennan and Belinda's future together, as they join as one in going forward as a family in love and committed to each other. But for us also, a sad day, as the late Michael Mark is not here to witness such a momentous occasion as Brennan getting married. One of Brennan's first words when Mike passed away to Judith was, "Dad won't be here to see me get married or to have kids." But I say this to you, Brennan, and to you, Judith. Mike will be proud to have it today. Judith, would you like to come up and say a couple of words with me?
Don't know if I can after all that.
Thanks everybody for coming, and it's been a great day. I didn't really know if I could make a speech, but I thought I should get up and say something, because if Mike had been here, he would have given a complete rundown of Brennan's life. In 1973, I gave birth to a little preemie baby in Bundaberg General Hospital. Brennan's birth and subsequent years of trying to raise him was a traumatic thing for me, and it wasn't until he reached the age of 16 that he finally showed signs of getting over all of his health problems. When he was well, he was just a normal little boy getting up to all the mischief one would expect a boy to get up to. A couple of split heads here and there, a lump of pine tree embedded in his skull, up at Harvey Bay. Another time, of course, he got his head slammed in my brother's boot. And he also fell out of the car because they hadn't closed the door. Around the corner. He's still alive, thank God. He's almost hung himself flying over the Noosa River on a rope. And when he got bigger, he rolled his father's little 4x4 out bush bashing with a couple of friends. And the jack was loose in the truck, and it was going thumpity thumpity thump all around the inside of the truck, and nearly killed those two boys. But they didn't die, so thank God. Used to go sailing, and I think he used to sneak down to the Noosa River with his mates and steal the O-boats. Go for a ride in the night. He also nearly, we had to get the fire brigade because he set the mango tree alight. He was trying to learn how to smoke.
Cigarette.
It's all coming out.
Well, Belinda, thank you for your kind words, and I want to welcome you into our family. And Belinda and I get on really well, and we've sort of been thrown together with babies coming unexpectedly, what have you. But it's been, you know, a good nurturing time for us, and so it's been really special. A sick child, Belinda, gets very close to its mother. It always seems to be on its mother's lap, and you're already experiencing that. So if Brendan keeps telling you about me, you have to do things like mum, and you're not as good as mum and this and that. Don't get too angry with him. But I'm sorry. I did try to always put a lot of effort into him so that he would make a good husband. Today is a happy, sad day for me. If Mike were here, as I said, he would be giving a blow-by-blow description of Brendan's life. And he would love to see Brendan getting married, and also to see his little namesake grandson Michael. He would wish Brendan and Belinda happiness and loving kindness to each other for the rest of your life. I'm very proud of both of my children, and they've become good citizens of our society, and I love them. And welcome Belinda to the family. For my part, I say cherish and respect each other, compromise, as Mike's father told me and Mike on our wedding day. He said married life is one big compromise, and I do agree with that. And something that I wanted to tell you was that a couple of weeks ago I gave Brendan his grandfather's wedding ring, and it had been remade for a ring for Mike, and a couple of times actually, because Mike loved wearing rings, and it had kebab meat all inside of it when we started to pull it apart. But Brendan had it melted down and made into the wedding ring that Belinda got today. And Brendan is wearing his father's wedding ring. And also Belinda wore my veil, which I was very proud of, that she wanted to wear my veil. So that's about 45 years old. And Brendan's wearing the cufflinks that his grandfather wore on his wedding day. This is the first wedding in our family where we haven't had at least one of the grandparents. So we remember them all and say thanks to them for having an impact on our lives and for coming to this wonderful country, the great Southland, giving our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren a chance of a better life. Brendan and Belinda and the children, I want to bless you. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace.